Hello and welcome to all students. In this lecture we learn about a method of solving system of linear equations, and that method is known as Gaussian elimination method. So first of all we see what is Gaussian elimination method. Let us suppose we have a given system of linear equations, and the system of linear equations we can write in matrix notation Ax is equal to b. So in the first step we write down the given system of linear equations in the matrix form Ax equal to b. In second step we write down the augmented matrix A partition b. In the second step we write down the augmented matrix A partition b. So this matrix is obtained by using matrix A and matrix B. On the left hand side we write matrix A and we put a partition by using dotted line, and on the right hand side of that dotted line we write matrix B. So in this way we write the augmented matrix, and that augmented matrix is of great importance. Now convert this augmented matrix in the third step. We convert the augmented matrix A partition B into row echelon form. So all of you know what is the row echelon form. So if you have attended the previous all previous lectures, then you will be known what is that row echelon form. So let us define here the row echelon form of a matrix. In a matrix is said to be into row echelon form if it satisfies the following conditions. Our first condition is for a row echelon form is, in a non-zero row going from left to right, first non-zero entry must be 1. Okay, first entry must be equal to 1. Next is, and that one is called as a leading one. Now second condition is, all elements below the leading one must be 0. Now the third condition is, in a two successive non-zero rows, a leading one in a row above must appear on the left hand side of the leading one in a row below. This is our third condition. And fourth condition is, all 0 rows must appear at the bottom of matrix. If our matrix satisfies these conditions, then we say that the given matrix is in row echelon form. Okay, given matrix is in row echelon form. So we convert this augmented matrix AB into row echelon form, and in the fourth step, once we have a row echelon form of augmented matrix AB, we can write the rank of matrix A, rank of augmented matrix AB. Okay, so we can write the ranks. So what is rank of a matrix? That we will also define here. Rank of a matrix A is, rank of a given matrix is nothing but the total number of non-zero rows in its row echelon form. See here once again, rank of a matrix. So once we have row echelon form of augmented matrix AB, then we find the rank, and rank of a matrix is nothing but the total number of non-zero rows in its row echelon form. Therefore once we have row echelon form of augmented matrix, we can write its rank also. Okay, just we have to count the total number of non-zero rows in its echelon form, and as well as we have a row echelon form of matrix A also. Therefore, we can write the rank of matrix A also. Okay. Now we can write the rank of matrix A, rank of A, and rank of augmented matrix AB. That is rank of augmented matrix AB, row of AB. Okay. Now there are some cases. If rank of augmented matrix AB, if rank of augmented matrix AB is same as rank of A and the same number is equal to the number of variables, then the given system of linear equations, we say that it is consistent, means it has a solution and that solution is unique solution. Okay, so this is the first case, this is the first result. Okay, so once we have a row echelon form of augmented matrix AB, we find rank of augmented matrix AB, rank of matrix A, and we check whether if the rank of augmented matrix AB is equal to rank of A and is equal to number of variables, then our conclusion is the given system of equations is consistent, that means has a solution, and that solution must be a unique solution. Okay, in second case, if the rank of augmented matrix AB is same as rank of A, this means system is consistent, and that same number is if it appears to be a strictly less than number of variables, then the given system of linear equations is consistent and has infinitely many solutions. So this is the second conclusion that we will made in this case. And in the third case, if rank of augmented matrix AB and rank of matrix A, they are not same, then the given system of linear equations is said to be inconsistent, means the given system of linear equations has no solution. Okay, has no solution means we cannot find or we cannot solve this system of equations because it has no solution. So these are the 4 steps. Now in fifth step, in case the system of linear equation is consistent, then what we have to do, from the echelon form of augmented matrix AB, again we write the system of linear equations, and by using back substitution method we can find the values of variable x, y and z, and thus we can obtain the solution. Thus we can obtain the solution of given system of linear equations. Okay, so in the next lecture we will solve some examples based on in the next lectures we will solve some examples based on the system of linear equations. So let us stop here, and thank you very much.